Welcome to our channel. Today, we're embarking on a cosmic exploration of strategy, a journey that takes us far beyond the traditional battlefields and into the very fabric of human interaction. Our celestial guide on this voyage? None other than Sun Tzu's The Art of War. Now you might be thinking, wait, isn't that an ancient military treatise? And you'd be right. But just like the laws of physics apply throughout the universe, the principles outlined in The Art of War hold surprising relevance in a multitude of arenas, from the boardroom to our personal lives. From business to personal development, these strategies are timeless and versatile. So, buckle up as we explore the cosmos of strategic thinking and discover how Sun Tzu's wisdom can empower us to navigate the complexities of life, work, and everything in between. Alright, imagine this. You're not just launching a product, you're commanding an army of ideas into the marketplace. Your competition? They're not just rivals, they're opposing forces vying for the same territory, consumer attention, and ultimately, market share. Sun Tzu would tell you, know your enemy and know yourself, and in 100 battles you will never be defeated. This isn't about corporate espionage, folks. It's about understanding your competitors' strengths and weaknesses, just as keenly as you analyze your own. What are their core values? What's their marketing strategy? What keeps their CEO up at night? Now compare that to your own battle plan. Where are you vulnerable? Where can you exploit their weaknesses? This is the essence of competitive intelligence. And just like a general surveys the land for strategic advantage, a savvy entrepreneur analyzes the market landscape. What are the emerging trends? Are there untapped customer needs? This is about identifying your blue ocean, a space where you can innovate and dominate without facing direct head-to-head competition. It's about creating a market, not just entering one. But remember, even the best-laid plans can go awry. That's where risk management comes in. Sun Tzu reminds us, the greatest victory is that which requires no battle. In business, this means anticipating potential pitfalls and having contingency plans in place. It's about mitigating risk, not by being risk-averse, but by being risk-aware. And speaking of resources, whether it's your marketing budget or your team's talent, efficient allocation is key. Don't deploy your forces haphazardly. Just as a general wouldn't send all his troops to the front lines, you need to be strategic about how you utilize your resources. Focus on your strengths, delegate effectively, and optimize for maximum impact. Remember, in the business world, victory doesn't always go to the biggest or the strongest, but to the most adaptable and strategic. So, channel your inner Sun Tzu, analyze your battlefield, and strategize your way to success. Now let's shift our focus from the battlefield of business to the front lines of leadership. Sun Tzu wisely observed, "A leader leads by example, not by force." In other words, true leadership isn't about barking orders from a distant command post. It's about setting the standard, embodying the values you want to see in your team, and inspiring them to reach their full potential. Think of it like this. A star like our sun doesn't command the planets to orbit it, right? It leads by example through its immense gravitational pull, its constant energy output. Similarly, a great leader attracts and motivates their team through their actions, their dedication, and their unwavering commitment to the shared mission. But just as the universe is constantly evolving, so too must a leader's approach. Sun Tzu emphasized the importance of adaptability, saying, just as water flows, so too must a leader adapt to the ever-changing terrain. What worked yesterday might not work today. A rigid, inflexible approach can lead to stagnation and ultimately defeat. The key is to remain open to new ideas, to embrace change, and to adjust your leadership style to best suit the situation at hand. Sometimes you need to be directive, providing clear instructions and expectations. Other times, a more collaborative approach is required, fostering open communication and empowering your team to take ownership. And speaking of empowerment, Sun Tzu reminds us, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In a leadership context, this translates to creating an environment where your team feels empowered, trusted, and motivated to perform at their best, not out of fear, but out of genuine commitment. This means delegating effectively, providing opportunities for growth and development, and recognizing and rewarding achievements. By fostering a culture of trust and respect, you unleash the full potential of your team, transforming them from individual contributors into a cohesive, unstoppable force. Remember, leadership isn't about wielding power, it's about empowering others, it's about guiding, inspiring, and enabling your team to reach heights they never thought possible. So, embrace the principles of adaptability, empowerment, and leading by example, and watch as your team achieves extraordinary things. Chapter 3. The Inner Battlefield Personal Development and Life Strategy. Now let's turn our attention inward, to the battlefield within each of us, where we grapple with our own personal challenges and aspirations. Sun Tzu reminds us, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. This principle, so crucial in warfare, holds profound meaning for our personal journeys as well. Self-awareness, that deep understanding of our strengths, weaknesses, values, and motivations, is paramount. It's about recognizing our own biases, our blind spots, and the patterns that hold us back. Only then can we leverage our strengths effectively and navigate around our weaknesses. Think of it like mapping the constellations in our own minds. We need to identify the bright stars, our strengths, and acknowledge the dark matter, those aspects of ourselves that we might not fully understand or even want to confront. But by acknowledging the entirety of our inner cosmos, we gain a clearer vision of who we truly are and what we're capable of achieving. And just like a skilled diplomat navigates complex international relations, mastering the art of conflict resolution is essential in our personal lives. Disagreements and misunderstandings are inevitable, but they don't have to escalate into destructive battles. Sun Tzu advises, to know when to fight and when not to fight is the height of wisdom. Sometimes the most strategic approach is to choose your battles wisely, to engage only when necessary and to seek common ground whenever possible. This requires empathy, active listening, and a willingness to see things from perspectives other than our own. But life, much like the cosmos, is full of unexpected events. Setbacks, disappointments, and challenges are inevitable. That's where resilience, our ability to bounce back from adversity, comes into play. Sun Tzu reminds us, the greatest warriors are not those who always triumph, but those who rise again after defeat. Resilience isn't about being invincible, it's about embracing the falls, learning from our mistakes, and using those experiences to fuel our growth. It's about cultivating an inner strength that allows us to weather the storms of life and emerge stronger on the other side. Remember, the journey of personal development is not about achieving some distant, perfect state. It's about continuous growth, self-discovery, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. So embrace the principles of self-awareness, conflict resolution, and resilience, and navigate the complexities of your own inner universe with wisdom and courage. Chapter 4. The Chessboard of Politics, Strategy, and Diplomacy. Now, let's shift our focus to the grand chessboard of politics, where nations and leaders engage in a high-stakes game of strategy, diplomacy, and power. Sun Tzu's wisdom, though rooted in ancient warfare, offers surprisingly relevant insights into this intricate dance of international relations. Consider the concept of strategic alliances. Sun Tzu stressed the importance of building and maintaining strong alliances, stating, "The wise warrior avoids the battleground chosen by his enemy." In the realm of politics, this translates to forging partnerships with like-minded nations, forming coalitions that can amplify your influence and advance your interests on the global stage. Just as a skilled chess player anticipates their opponent's moves, a shrewd politician understands the motivations and objectives of other nations. This requires a deep understanding of history, culture, and the intricate web of relationships that shaped the global landscape. And just as a magician uses misdirection to create illusions, deception plays a crucial role in politics. Sun Tzu reminds us, all warfare is based on deception. While this shouldn't be interpreted as advocating for outright dishonesty, it highlights the importance of strategic ambiguity, of keeping your adversaries guessing about your true intentions. This could involve masking your true military capabilities, engaging in diplomatic maneuvers to sow discord among your enemies, or using propaganda to shape public opinion. The key is to use deception not as a tool of manipulation, but as a strategic instrument to advance your objectives and avoid unnecessary conflict. But remember, true victory in politics, as in war, lies not just in defeating your opponents, but in achieving a lasting peace. This requires diplomacy, the art of negotiation, compromise, and finding common ground. Sun Tzu advises, to subdue the enemy without fighting is the acme of skill. This means engaging in dialogue even with your adversaries, seeking to understand their perspectives and identifying areas of mutual interest. It's about building bridges, not walls, and working towards a future where cooperation and mutual respect prevail. Remember, the world of politics is complex and ever-changing. But by embracing the principles of strategic alliances, calculated deception and skillful diplomacy, we can navigate this intricate terrain and work towards a more peaceful and prosperous future for all. Chapter 5: Game On Strategy in Sports and Competitive Gaming. Now let's bring Sun Tzu's wisdom to an arena where the stakes might seem lower, but the passion runs just as high, the world of sports and competitive gaming. Believe it or not, the principles of the art of war can be found in the strategies of champion athletes and esports professionals alike. Think of a basketball court or a virtual battlefield in a video game. Both are spaces where teams maneuver for position, exploit weaknesses, and anticipate their opponent's moves. Sun Tzu said, "Victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win." This speaks volumes about the importance of preparation and mental fortitude. In sports and esports, this means rigorous training, analyzing past performances, both yours and your opponent's, and developing a game plan based on your strengths and your opponent's weaknesses. It's about stepping onto the court or logging into the game with the confidence that comes from knowing you've prepared to the best of your ability. And just like in warfare, mind games play a crucial role. Remember, Sun Tzu said, "If your enemy is secure at all points, be prepared for him. If he is in superior strength, evade him." This applies to the psychological warfare that often unfolds in competition. A well-timed bluff, a display of confidence, or even a carefully crafted taunt can throw your opponent off balance, giving you a psychological edge. But it's not just about outsmarting your opponent, it's about maximizing your own performance. Tactical play, efficient use of resources, and adapting to the ever-changing dynamics of the game are crucial. Sun Tzu reminds us, supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. In the context of competition, this could mean exploiting a weakness in your opponent's defense, capitalizing on a strategic error, or simply outmaneuvering them with superior tactics and teamwork. It's about achieving victory not through brute force, but through skillful execution and strategic brilliance. And let's not forget the importance of efficiency. Sun Tzu emphasized the need to conserve resources and avoid unnecessary losses. In sports and esports, this translates to making every shot count, minimizing mistakes, and playing with precision and focus. Remember, whether you're striving for victory on a physical field or in the digital realm, the principles of strategy, preparation, and adaptability remain paramount. So, channel your inner Sun Tzu, analyze your opponents, and game on with strategic brilliance. Thanks for watching. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. We've only just scratched the surface of how Sun Tzu's timeless wisdom can be applied to various aspects of our lives. From the intricacies of business negotiations to the personal battlefield we face within, the art of war offers a framework for strategic thinking that transcends time and context. Let us know in the comments which area you'd like us to explore in more detail next time. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep strategizing.